Hi, ladies. I'm going to go ahead and mute you all. Yeah, I decided to do the meeting downstairs, so I don't have to bring all this food up with me that I'm going to share with you guys. So hopefully everybody has one thing at least to share. And I'm going to give everybody, like I always do, about 5 minutes. Surprised my sister is not on yet. It might get loud for a minute. Mike's going to walk in the door and the dog's probably going to bark. I think I might go first. This way I can move up to the office. I have a bunch of stuff. Kind of like the food in my kitchen video. I'm hoping more people come on. I'm surprised. This is usually the most popular meeting. Wonder what would happen if I stopped recording meetings. Probably get more people on. All right, we're gonna give it 2 minutes and we are starting. I don't care who's on or not. This is so far away, but in March, I'm going away for 3 weeks. So I might change the time of the meeting because I'm going to be in like Thailand and Hong Kong. So it's like a day and a half ahead. So I might change the meeting till like 8 or something. We'll see what happens, but it's very far away. All right, well, I'm going to get started. I don't know where everybody is, but I'm going to go first. And then hopefully at least one of you has something to share. And then we'll go from there. So today is our share and tell. So basically you show your item, you tell what the macros are, where you can buy it. And something about it, why you like it or whatever you do with it. So I'm going to go first. I do have housekeeping to do real quick. I added August workout of the day group. You guys should all see that. I added you all in it. You don't have to do it. It's an option. If you decide to do it or when you do it, just drop a little bikini emoji so I know that you got it done. It's a great way just to stay focused, motivated, and consistent. You have to always check the app to do the day. So it keeps you engaged in the app as well. And I'm going to do it with you guys. Okay. So first thing I'm going to share with you, and some of these you're like, yeah, I know all about this stuff, but some people might not, right? There's 100 and something people in the app. So things I like to share are things you're like, oh, I didn't think about that or whatever. So a lot of people are all about snacking or need to snack. And I sometimes am one of those all about people, some people. So I love Skinny Pop. It's already bagged, right? So you already have your portion and it's huge. You get a big bucket. And I don't even share it with Mike if he wants it, he has to have his own bag because this one bag is only 150 calories, the entire bag. The entire bag has 7 fats and 20 carbs and 2 proteins. It's actually better than the numbers are better than Yasso bars, believe it or not. And Yasso bars, you can eat in like 2 bites now because they're so small. And this is, I don't know if you've ever made one of these, but it's huge. Like it's a big bucket. I could eat the entire thing. I love it. I think it's amazing. Comparing it to the Orville Redenbacher butter popcorn, I like to do comparisons sometimes. So these are 150 calories. This is 170. But the difference is this has 7 grams of fat and this has 14 grams of fat. So the majority of it is coming from the fats. And then the carbs are a little less carbs for this one, but a little bit more carbs for this one. So depending on what you need in your day with your budget, if you have more fats to spend or more carbs to spend, would decide on which one you want to use. Skinny Pop is not always better, is what I'm trying to say, than the Orville Redenbacher butter. You might think it is, but look at the nutrition labels. Super important to read nutrition labels. Okay, next thing I'm going to show you are these chicken slices. So they're chicken sausage slices. They last a long time in the refrigerator because they're vacuum sealed. And we'll make them with like onions and peppers. Mike will have rice with his. Usually I'll do quinoa or cauliflower rice or broccoli or something like that. But you get 8 slices, which is actually a lot of sausage. Like first Mike's like, you only get 8 slices because he reads the labels now for me. I was like, all right, well, we'll see what happens. If I have to take a little bit more from my other stuff, I will. I couldn't even eat all 8 slices because when you put it with the peppers and you put it with all the volume food, so 8 slices is 12 proteins and 6 fats. When you put it with quinoa, you get the protein from the quinoa also. The other day I made it, so this is a new package, but they will buy one, get one free. So then the other day I decided I'm going to have egg whites with the chicken sausage in it. So I not only got the protein from my egg whites, so my breakfast basically was almost over 40 grams of protein because I combined this with my egg whites. And then I had a piece of this bread. It is my favorite bread ever. It's Sara Lee. It's 45 calories, called Delightful. This one is soft and smooth wheat. You can have 2 slices. That's what the serving size is. Usually I'll have 1 because I want to keep carbs for something else. But if you were to have 2 slices, because that's the serving size, it's only 1 gram of fat and 19 carbs and 5 proteins. That's really good for 2 slices of bread. And it's not like that skinny bread that, when you get the bread and you're like, oh, no wonder why it's so low in macros. It's not like that. Something I alternate it with, or what I'll eat with breakfast sometimes, is bagel thins. And the bagel thins, comparatively, remember I said I was going to compare, is 110 calories. And comparing it, they both have 1 gram of fat. The carb difference, if you really wanted the bagels, is only 6 carbs more. Same proteins. So if you wanted to just have the full bagel thin, it's not a full bagel, just so you guys know. It's a bagel thin. But they're so good. And this is everything bagel. So it tastes really good. Okay, moving on. Next thing is I want to compare again. So we have barbecue sauce, regular barbecue sauce, and I have mild buffalo. Okay, I put this on everything, not this. And I'm going to read to you the differences. Same company. So the mild buffalo wing sauce has 2 grams of fat. Remember that, right? Because I got to put some butter in there to make it like that buffalo. 1 carb and no proteins. Okay, that's the buffalo. Your honey barbecue has 0 fat, but it has 18 carbs. So the barbecue sauce has more sugar, right? The carbs. And actually the sugar out of the 18 carbs is 15 grams of sugar. And then, so when you're looking at this, there are no sugars because it only has the 1 carb. So again, what do you need more of? What do you need less of? I try not to even go near this because of the sugars. I'd rather give up a little bit of fats to do this. And the serving size is a full tablespoon. That's a lot. I'm not talking about a tablespoon that you get out of your silverware drawer. It's actually a tablespoon measured out, right? That's what you should be using when you do those things. All right, moving on. My next thing is 2 different yogurts. So this is the new Chobani that I was telling you guys about, that 0 sugar. It tastes like Oreo. It is so good. It's 60 calories, 0 fat, 5 carbs, and 12 proteins. This one is the 80 calorie that I eat as well. And I have to look it up on my phone because I don't have the box anymore, but I track every day. So I'm going to read it to you. Hold on. I'm just pulling up my app. Okay, so it is 8 carbs and 12 proteins. So the difference is, what did I just say? 5 and 8. And it's probably the 8 more because of the sugars, because of the blueberries. This is so good. I eat one every single day. And now I eat my yogurt before I eat my other food during the day. Like I used to wait. Remember I told you guys that in my story last week? Okay. 2 more things and then somebody else can go. And since there's not very many people on, I'm glad I had bought a lot of stuff. So Mike started buying these because they were on sale for Prime Day. And they're the Muscle Milk protein shakes. They're good. This one little bottle, it's not big at all, has 32 grams of protein. And 2 fats, 32 proteins, and 9 grams of carbs. The carbs is not the sugar, just so you know. The sugars is only 1 sugar. It's the dietary fiber. So it's true fat, true carbs, which is good. It's not bad for you. If it was the opposite, I would say probably I wouldn't drink it all the time, but because it's not the sugars, then we're good to go. And then one more thing for today is another thing. If you have a sweet tooth and you want a nice treat at the end of the day, you have your sugar-free Jell-O or your sugar-free pudding. This has 60 calories, 1.5 fats, 10 carbs, and 1 protein. So for people that are like, I can't get my proteins in, which I don't understand those people that say that, but I mean, I can't get my carbs in. I don't understand those people. Like this would help you, right? All right. So those are all the things that I have. Oh, and somebody asked me what mush is. So mush is all carbs, pretty much. It's oatmeal. So if you were to have regular oatmeal, it's going to be all carbs as well. It has 7 fats and 30 grams of carbs and 5 proteins. Normally, oats is about 30 to 40 if you're going to have just regular oats. So it's pretty much the same thing, except this is really small. So it's like 5 bites, really. So you got to take your time eating it. Okay, so that's everything I have. Who's up? I love to shed and tear people, so be prepared. Amanda, you may go.
Okay, so I do egg whites every day. So I get them at Costco. I do a 1.5 cups, which is 40 grams of protein every morning, and I'll do it with Jimmy Dean sausages, the turkey sausages, 2 of those. And then I always put cheese on it. I got this cheese at Publix like a couple weeks ago and it's so good. It's, I don't know if anybody likes spicy, but it's Hatch chili. And it's 1 ounce. So I'll shred that on it. If I'm over or under on my fats, then I'll switch it and do like reduced fat or fat-free cheese, any of that. But I always do egg whites every day. And then I do the protein yogurts. So I'll do 2 of these and I do it in a big bowl with 8 strawberries, 8 peaches, 1/4 of a cup of blueberries. And this is also 40 grams of protein. So I get all my carbs and my protein every day and I eat that for my lunch.
That's awesome. What a great idea to combine 2 of them.
But I'll do 2 or I'll do 1 and then I'll do 1 of the 15. If I'm too many proteins, then I'll like alternate it, or sometimes I'll switch it with the cottage cheese and just do it with cottage cheese. But I tend to, then I'm way under in my proteins. Then I'm like eating like a pound of chicken at night after. But so I usually stick with like the same thing every day. So you'll see every day I do egg whites. And then it's funny because the way I do it is I do it like this is breakfast, but I really eat this for lunch because I work from home. So I get 2 15-minute breaks. So my second 15, I'll make my yogurt and eat my lunch for like my breakfast like later on. And then my 2:30 break, I'll make my eggs because I'll have a half hour to be able to make it and then eat it.
That's cool. What a good way to get that all done and get it in.
Yeah. And then today I had extra, like I needed more carbs or different things. So I got these because they were on sale at Publix. So I thought, oh, I'll try these. So they were sitting in my drawer for like a week and I was like, oh, look, I can try this now. So I tracked everything and like was able to do it. But I don't know if you guys are into peanut butter, but this one was really, really good. And I really don't like protein bars. Every time I buy them, I'm like, oh, it's not really good, but that one was really good.
Can you read me the nutrition off of that?
Yeah, this one was, so it's 250 calories, 11 grams of fat, 18 grams of protein, and 25 carbs.
Okay, so just keep in mind, don't make that a habit because your carbs are so much more than your proteins. It's almost like eating a candy bar.
Yeah.
But you needed both. You needed it today. It fit your number, it made your budget, which was amazing. Just don't get addicted to them like I do.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I've had it and it never went in. Like, so like the other day too, like you were saying the yogurt or the pudding. So I'll make it with protein shake and I'll make a protein pudding with the sugar-free, like you make it at home. I have 2 of them single served in my refrigerator because I haven't been able to fit them in. So I made them and then I still haven't been able to eat them. So I have to try to figure out when I can eat those.
Yeah, and plan it in your day. I love that you actually plan your entire day and you know what's going to fit, what's not going to fit. And then you got to have yourself a treat.
Yeah. And then like, I've been big on like carbs. I need more. So I've been doing like a lot of watermelon because it's really hot and it's in season. So like today I have to eat like 3 cups of watermelon. So I'll eat that like later on. But
just
it's like
careful with that too. That's a lot of sugar. So just keep that in mind. It's just don't make it a habit to do that all the time. And it's almost like the story of my friend that's the cop that was drinking the wine at the end of the night. Just don't make that a habit because watermelon is a lot of sugar. You're better off having an apple or a peach or not a peach, a pear or something. I mean, watermelon's fine all the time, but if you're going to do it every night, just be careful because it's carbs, but it's sugar.
Okay. And then I've been doing like the banana too, because I'll need more carbs. So I figured instead of a beverage, I'll have like a banana or watermelon.
Yeah. You're not a big carb eater, I could tell. You do a lot of protein and fats.
Yeah. I'll always like spare so I can have like the real butter when I have it with my sweet potato.
Yeah, exactly. That's what macros is all about, making it work for what you want to eat so that you're not restricting yourself. Because if you did, Amanda, in a month, you'd be like, all right, let's go to Outback Steakhouse. I'm getting a sweet potato with all the butter on it, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. You can have it when you want it, which is awesome. I love that. Thank you. I loved how you shared and told us about it. That was awesome. I appreciate it. Jen, you have your
Absolutely.
hand raised up for like the past 5 minutes, so you can go next.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Hi. Okay, so I'm obsessed with the Liquid IV, sugar-free, lemon lime. I know it's a Shannon fave. But these, in order for me to get my water in, I mean, usually it's in a Stanley cup. I mean, it's right here right now, but it's the only way I'm gonna drink
Oh,
it
super.
is if it's flavored. So that's been helping.
Can you read the nutrition off of that?
My back on.
Yeah, can you read the nutrition from there?
Yes. So 20 calories and 0 grams of fat, and total carbs is 5.
Can you
and
read
protein.
underneath where it says total carbs, if it says sugar?
Well, this one is sugar-free.
I know, but sometimes there's sugar in there, so.
All right, hold on. My eyesight, just like, hold on a minute.
I'm so
I missed
glad that
it.
you have to put readers on that you don't have in your hand, or even if you don't.
Yeah,
have them.
I don't have them.
You will.
Yeah, you know what? I have to grab another stick to see what the sugar
It's
says.
okay. I'll
But
look it
this
up.
helps me because I am not good with just basic water. So I have to, and I use this sporadically, not even a full one a day. I just need a little bit.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's
no,
one.
it's good. I use it too.
Yeah.
But I was trying to use it as like showing everybody that even though it says sugar free, sometimes there's
Right,
sugar in
sometimes
there
there's
because they're
a little
not
sugar.
adding the sugar.
Yeah. I
Or
know, I
it's
use it very
alcohol.
sparingly. Okay, so I love the rice cakes and this satisfies the sweet tooth. So if I am needing carbs, that's where I'm gonna get the bulk of my carbs is like 12 grams of carbs. Protein is 1 gram of fat. And then I just put like some peanut butter on there or nut butter.
I love that. I do that too, or
Yeah.
I'll just eat it plain. I try to eat 2 a day. I put that in my
But
calendar.
this is so good.
Put
This
it in
is
my
so good.
log. I love them. And when you get a chip, like randomly, you'll get like a chip and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. You're like, so those
It's not
are
even a
good.
chip, it's like a little morsel, but
Yes. I'm like, that was a treat.
yes.
And then these are one of my favorites from Costco, the salmon burgers, because like I'm big with the air fryer also. So that'll be like a staple sometimes.
Can you read the nutrition?
Yeah. It's 20 grams of protein, 2 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of fat.
Okay. The fat's because it's salmon.
Yeah. And then the 170 calories per patty.
Nice. And does one
So-
patty do it for you?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll just have like one patty and then like, put it with broccoli or cauliflower mash, or just, brown rice or whatever it is. But it's a good staple for the protein and then just build around that.
And they taste good?
They taste good.
Would you use like any kind of flavoring on it, or is there flavoring already?
I feel like there's like a flavoring already
Okay.
in there. I don't need anything on it. And then my last one is, so this is like, we used to do the Himalayan.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, the other one, the pink, and then this one's the gold.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Yeah. So we got off Amazon and
What
it's
does
50.
gold mean?
I don't know. It's just like, it almost tastes like a butter. So we've never tried it before, but I think we got introduced to it like on a flight.
Okay.
They were doing snacks. So it's 50 calories, 3 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs, and obviously less than 1 gram of protein. But
Who's
it's a
it
good
made by?
lesser evil.
Oh, it is still lesser evil. I can't
It's
see.
lesser evil and it's gold.
I'm looking it up. Lesser evil gold. I just added it to my cart. All right.
Okay, Miss Amazon card. Okay, well, that's it for mine. I don't want to take any more time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Jen. I'm
welcome.
gonna mute you. Does anyone have anything? Bonnie, Jessica, Mabel? No? None of you? Bonnie, did you bring anything on your walk? You're muted. Oh, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Oopsie, sorry. I'm in my garden. I just got home. I'm gonna let me run upstairs.
Oh, you can get more cardio.
There you go. Oh, come, Einie. Wait, my dog just ran out. I really don't want him back here. Hold on 1 second.
Okay,
Hey.
go ahead, do your thing. All right,
Come
well,
here.
hopefully the next meeting, I'm gonna ask people to bring stuff. 'Cause I
Einie.
feel like this was usually the best meeting that we ever have. Like, there's normally like 20 people and I can't even get to everyone. So I'm assuming, you know, it's summertime and I get it, people are on vacation. My sister's in the middle of a tornado with sirens in Omaha, Nebraska. She just texted me. Oh, good, Jessica has something. She said, sorry, missing class. I'm in Omaha and got stuck due to a tornado warning and sirens. So she normally brings a couple of things. I'll have Jessica go while you're finding your stuff, Bonnie, okay? Jessica, go for it. I'm gonna unmute you. Or you unmute you. It says you're not muted.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm addicted to this.
The Vital
Oh.
Collagen.
Well, I'm really bad about the protein. So this has really helped. I put this in my coffee.
Oh, good. So I put in my water, but I love that you just said you put in your coffee. It doesn't change it at all, right?
No, no.
Can you
I
read
put
the
this-
nutrition on the back of it?
So this one is 70 calories. And it's 18 grams of protein. And really that's it.
Yep, that's right, because it's protein. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to show everybody. It is protein. So if
Yeah.
you put 2 scoops, like let's say, I mean, sometimes I'll do 2. I'll do one during the morning and then when I fill my water, I'll do another one. That's
Mhm.
almost 40 grams of protein that you
Yeah.
have to shove down your throat to get your protein.
So today I was like extremely tired working. So I did my full one in the morning with my cup of coffee. And then in the afternoon, I did another cup of coffee and I did half.
Because you're addicted to it.
Well, this always goes in my coffee.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
saying like, I agree. Like I'll do in the morning with my water, in the afternoon in my protein shake.
Yeah,
Like,
my water is still an issue. I've been trying.
Have you tried different flavors and different like things that you
I
can
can't
add
do
to it?
flavored water.
No.
It just doesn't.
Not everybody
just
can.
doesn't
I can't drink
taste
my water
right.
without my electrolytes. Like I cannot drink plain water.
I tried. I bought actually I'll show you which one I bought and I just couldn't. Oh, you know what? I don't have them here. I just couldn't do it. It was one that you suggested. And I just can't. I rather drink just the plain water. It just takes a while to do it.
Okay.
And,
Well,
and then
baby steps.
my other quick one is the protein chips.
Oh yes.
So I can eat this with tuna. I can eat it with ground turkey. I can eat it with guacamole. I can, so yeah, these I'm addicted to.
I am too. I have one I have like that big bag you have right in your hand in my car. So if I get in my car and I'm starving after a spin
Yeah.
class or I'm starving after a step class or a body sculpt, like I don't eat it just to eat it, but if I'm
Yeah, like I need
starving and
another bag already. This
What's
is
that?
like, I just have one in here.
Yeah, like I can go through like that. I think it's like an 8-pack, I think is in there. I will
Mhm.
probably eat that in a little, it'll take me just over 1 week, but I will eat
Yeah.
a bag every single day after a class because there's nothing in it. It's like
Yeah.
protein. It's great.
Yeah, I've taken it to the movies.
Yes, I
I've-
have to.
I'll put it in my purse for a snack. So it's very convenient. And to me it tastes okay. My issue sometimes is just getting that protein in. I always am over my carbs and my fats, even
Well, if you did 2 scoops of your Vital Collagen, that's 40 plus the Quest chips, that's 20 or
That's
18.
60.
So that's almost 60 right there. That's a big dent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean,
And
if
I
you do
don't
like a
have 'em,
protein shake,
like-
that would do another 20 to 30.
I add my protein powder in my oatmeal.
Perfect. Perfect.
And then the other thing I'm addicted to, which I already cooked them, so I don't have the packet, is I do the turkey burgers.
Yes. Oh, I was going to show you guys those. I wanted to show you the difference between the 8515 and the 93-7. Did you know
I
there's
do the 93.
good girl? I was gonna say, because you
Yeah.
don't want to give up 15 grams of fat for something that tastes exactly the same.
No. And then the other thing I switched to is I don't do ground beef too much, but when I do cook it, I am always looking for over 96% lean.
Good, good. Think
So
about
that
the
I have.
habits you've changed since you started this.
Yeah, my problem is the weekend is it's when I get around my family or I'm doing things with my daughter and we're out and about and if I'm not home or if I haven't prepackaged, I just can't seem to be like that well. I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna eat this, you know.
Well, there's a cheat sheet group for fast food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, it's
I
there.
tried my best over the weekend. We were in Orlando and it was tough.
I
I
know, it's
tried.
hard. It's hard. I get it. It's hard.
Yeah. I
My
tried to.
go-to fast food is always Chipotle or Pollo Tropical.
Oh,
Always.
which I love, but when you're with a group of 20 and they pick, Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, but Dave and Buster's has grilled chicken.
Yeah, well, I actually had a grilled chicken sandwich, but with the bread and the fries,
Right. So then you just messed it up just right there. So
I messed it up.
well, you
Right.
didn't mess it up, but if you knew you were going, then you should have tracked it. You could have had it. You know what I mean?
And then I'll forget to track it.
Well,
So I
don't do
really
that.
need to be
You've
better.
been doing this way too long, Jessica, and made way
I
too much
know.
progress.
I do so good during the week. Like I said, if I'm near home, I'm so good. If I'm traveling, like when North Carolina, I actually ate really good, but I didn't track right, because my surroundings were a bit different and they were healthier, So I actually, when I came back from that trip, actually lost a pound,
Right.
And here it is, another trip I went on and, I got to be more strict with myself, and I think what also did it this weekend,
Self-sabotage. We talk
I had
about
a
it all
drink
the
or
time.
two. I had a drink or two this week, and I know that did it.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
You are allowed to have a drink, but you didn't track it.
I know, but I didn't track it right.
I know, because I don't remember seeing that, or I would have said something.
Right.
All right. Well,
I
we
gotta
know what
get
we need to work
better.
on, right? And we're going to talk about different fast food
Yeah.
things and self-sabotage. Our
Yeah,
next.
that's my self-sabotaging. I caught it this weekend. I said, I'm out with family, we're having a good time, and I'm going back to the habits that
You
I guess I
created
grew up
before you
with.
started the Shred Tribe.
Right. And I catch it later. I'm like, I shouldn't have did,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have did that.
Right. We all do that though. We all do it.
Yeah.
It's just our nature as people to do that. You get back in your old habit surroundings and you get back to your old habits where you need to create these new habits, this new
Right.
lifestyle, so you don't do that.
So but I'm still having issues with tracking in the app. I'm gonna have to
Okay,
try.
we'll
Like you
talk about
said.
that separate because I don't want to take
Yeah.
everybody else's time with me and you, but
Yeah.
thank you for sharing what you have, and we'll talk about the tracking. And then
Okay.
Bonnie, I'm going to have you give your thing because I only have 5 minutes left before we get cut off. I can't hear you.
Did it again. One I just pulled out of the fridge because you were talking about the Chobani and
Oh, it
the
comes in
milk
a
and
drinking?
cookies, right? And it comes in a drinking and it's so good.
Okay, tell me what the numbers are
I
for
think
that
I might
one.
like it. Oh, yeah. All right, so we have 0 fat, 8. Wow, need a little light. I don't need those readers yet. I just need them for distance. 6 grams of carbs. Yep, so far. 10 grams of protein. And 50 calories for the whole bottle. It is a 7-ounce bottle.
Okay, so it's a little different than this one because this is
it?
5 ounces, so it's smaller amount,
Mm-hmm.
but this has 12 grams of protein
Oh, okay. Yep.
and
this
only
one has
5
10.
carbs.
Okay, it's close. 10 and 6.
Yeah,
Right.
but the proteins are different too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it tastes really good. So it's kind of like a treat. I buy other kinds, but I just
Hold
don't
on
know,
one second. Alexa,
bread.
off.
Just plain. And then just this, the Fairlife. I like it so much better than the Premier for some reason.
Yeah, I can't drink the premieres anymore.
I can't either. So 30 grams of protein, the 4 carbs and the 2.5 fats. And then the Yasso bars, I love them too. And I know you mentioned talking about them too.
Yes,
So
I do too. I can't do the ones
total
with the
treat.
chocolate though. I never leave enough on my daily budget to get the chocolate on top.
Oh, I've been putting it in first, but
You're so smart.
oh no, but I only
Wonder who
eat
taught
one
you that.
bar. It calls for 2, I guess, but it's just for 1. So, or I guess this is, oh, okay. It must be 7 for 1 and 13 grams of fat for 2. I mean,
Yeah, because
yeah,
they're so
fat.
small, you want to eat more than one.
I know they are small. Yeah, I get 1, not 2 though.
They've
Whole
gotten
meal.
smaller.
Yeah, that stinks. All right, that's it.
I love
Thank
those.
you.
Yasso also came out with bites. Have you seen the bites? Be careful with those because they're so good.
I did see them. Yeah.
Don't buy them.
Yeah, no, I think I did get them once, and yeah, it wasn't good. I was like, oh, I can eat how many? And then I'm like, uh-oh.
It was like
Yeah.
bonbons when you're little and your parents would buy the whole box when you would go to the movies and you're like, do I get this whole box to myself? Yeah, and that's why we're in this freaking meeting right now, right? Seriously. I remember my parents would buy one for each kid. It was probably 4 servings in one box.
Yeah, right.
Crazy. But we would eat them all. They were delicious. All right. Well, thank you guys for sharing. Mabel, maybe next time you'll share. Maybe. I'll work on her at spin class. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I appreciate it. I'm glad I brought a bunch of stuff and I appreciate you guys bringing a bunch of stuff. And I already ordered something that I didn't even know existed, which I'm super excited to try that popcorn. Mabel, maybe I'll bribe you or bring you back to spin. And then next week you can tell me something that you like. We'll talk about it. We'll negotiate. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a fabulous week. Next week's going to be eating out and self-sabotage. I already made the decision. So don't forget, send me vision boards so we can talk about those. Yeah, Mabel's like, shit, I forgot about that. I saw your face. Don't play poker. I could see your face, your expressions. All right. So I will see you guys all next week. Have a fabulous Wednesday. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being on.